I was diagnosed with CF at the age of 5 months old back in Chicago, Illinois. We moved out to Philadelphia a few years later. I was in the hospital for 3 to 4 months every single year. Really bad time in my life. I was in the hospital for so long. Got held back in school because the work kept building up, and it was just, I couldn't do school, so I got held back. And I kind of just had to take care of my body and my health before I could do anything in the world. The good thing is I was taking care of my health and my body, but also it was hard when I was in the hospital, because obviously I was playing sports and all my friends were on the sporting teams, and I couldn't practice as much, so it was really hard to get there and kind of practice with them, because obviously I was in the hospital for 3 to 4 months. The whole mindset came around. I was developed anxiety, depression. It was just the whole 9 yards, the whole mindset. It was a really deep, dark part of my life, and it was tough. But once I got to high school, I moved out to actually Boston for high school, so it was a little tough there, because obviously I lived for most of my life in Philadelphia. So obviously all the friendships, all the relationships I had with everyone, but I couldn't talk to them again, and I had to make a whole nother group of friends. I had to make other relationships. I moved to a brand new state, a brand new city, brand new town. Didn't know anyone, and my town was a lot smaller than my Philadelphia town, so it was kind of hard. And since the town I moved into was a lot smaller, it was a lot more cliquey, and a lot of people already have developed their relationships in middle school. And this town that I lived in Boston. So that was a big struggle, and a lot of people, especially with growing up with CF, a lot of your friends don't understand what you dealt with and what you deal with on a day-to-day basis. And the big part about CF is that you, like I said in the past with anxiety and depression, it's really tough, because you start to feel like you're less than normal. You start to feel like you just can't be a normal person because of how you mature at such a young age. The amount of medicine, amount of hospital stays, a lot of doctor's appointments, and the amount of just work you have to do by yourself to put all this work in to better yourself and to better your body. And a lot of people your age just haven't dealt with that aspect, and they just kind of lived their life as a childhood and went on a lot of vacations, had the best memories they could. But obviously a lot of us CF patients have been in and out of the hospital and couldn't do what we wanted to do in our life. So that was a tough part. But over the past year, I just was kind of like, what if I just stopped thinking negatively, and what would happen if I just started thinking positively my whole life and just had no negative thoughts, always positive, went about my dream life and went after it. So I read a ton of mindset books, motivational books, invested all my money, all my savings into programs and mentors, and it's crazy how much I've learned and how much I've grown and changed throughout this past year, because obviously with COVID, I know a lot of people have had troubling times with sitting inside and they can't do much, and even with CF, it's hard because you've been told to sit inside your whole for the next few months or whatever, maybe 6 months, a year, and you can't do anything. You can't go see your friends and stuff like that. So I know one big thing with me is, I know all my doctors say you have to stay in, you have to take care of yourself, you can't go on all these trips, you can't visit your friends, you gotta take care of your health. And I know one part is, with us CF patients, is we've lived every single day like it's our last through our younger life, because we were told that we weren't gonna live for such a long life, especially for me. I was supposed to kind of only live till I was 16, and that's a tough part especially for your parents when they have a kid and you got told your kid is only supposed to live till they're 16. So I think that's a tough thing. Is I definitely have kind of built the mindset about, I'm gonna go out, live my life as well as I want. We only have one life to live, and I'm not gonna trap myself inside. And I know this pandemic's going around, and I'm gonna take the precautions and measures I need to, but other than that, I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna do what I want on a daily basis. I'm gonna go see my friends. Whatever it may be, I'm just gonna do what I want and live my own life. I know you guys could probably resonate with a little bit, but obviously throughout this past year with all the stuff I've done, my mindset has completely changed. My positivity has went through the roof. No more negative thoughts. I'm decreasing my doses of my depression and anxiety medications. That's amazing, because it's a hard thing for people with anxiety and depression and that all negative mindset to go off their medications and to live their life without taking their daily doses in the morning or their daily doses at night. So yeah, I mean, I kind of developed this whole kind of program, this whole coaching program, because I know, like, I've been through the whole 9 yards and all the ins and outs of CF, and I've been pretty successful throughout my life, even though I've been through a very rough path in my life and had a lot of negative thoughts. That I kind of was like, well, why don't I give back to CF patients, because no one else is going to give back to them, because they feel like they're less than normal, and they feel like, oh, like, I can't do this stuff, and they basically feel like they just don't have the will and the power to be like a very successful person and go about their dreams and their dream reality. So what I did was create this program and developed all this stuff I learned in the past year, and it's crazy, because I've obviously changed my life and my mindset about it, and I know that with what I have to teach other CF patients, I know I can do the same for them. And for us CF patients, we aren't like, yes, we do have a struggle, we have a tough life and we struggle a lot, but we are little superheroes, which is really cool, because even my parents and everyone that has met me says that, like, it's crazy how much you have dealt with G-tube, feeding tube every night, 16 plus surgeries, obviously years of in the hospital, the amount of medications we've been on, and just the whole mentality of all the medicine that we have put in our body, and all the rough diseases and the rough, like, symptoms and all the sicknesses we have dealt throughout the years. That it's crazy how we are able to push through that so fast and are able to still be confident in ourselves and still live our life to what we want. So yeah, that's what I kind of been on my mind today. I kind of just wanted to share my story and wanted to get it out there, because I know I can resonate with a lot of other CF patients, and I know I can help a lot of other CF patients get to their goals and get to their dreams and live their life that they want to live, because we only have one life to live. And yeah, we might be sadly enough, we might not be existing in 10-20 years, but we got to live our lives the way we want to. And as long as we take care of our bodies in the way that we go after our goals, we're gonna have the best life ever, and we're not gonna regret anything we did in our life, and be able to achieve all we want in our life. So just wanted to touch base on that, and yeah, that's a little bit about me, and a little kind of just a motivational video, and kind of just a little informational video about me. So we'll end it here, but make sure you check out my Instagram, subscribe to my channel. Instagram is obviously at Daily Dugan. My podcast is actually at Daily Dugan on Spotify. And yeah, just if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach down in the comment section, ask me a question. I would love to answer any questions you may have, and I would love to actually hop on a podcast with you guys, or answer your question on my podcast or Instagram. So make sure you subscribe below. Like this video, please turn on your post notifications, because obviously that's my big goal, is to give back and help other people, and that just makes my day when a lot of people love my content I put out and resonate with a lot of my stuff. So yeah, I'll let you guys go, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.